Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yes, I understand. No, it's not a problem. Thank you. I gotta go.
No?
So Cersei does not want us to advise her how to retain the throne.
Stupid bitch.
So since we established this political advisory firm, we need another client. Who can we get?
Sansa.
Littlefinger.
Right. Daenerys.
Varys.
And Tyrion.
And
Right,
Tyrion.
right.
Come on. The market is cornered. We're up and comers, so we need someone that can afford us with a big upside.
I have someone for you.
Okay.
Gendry.
Gendry. Mm-hmm. Hi everybody. Hi Tamar. Welcome to another video of GOT Academy. Today we're going to try and advise Gendry how to win the Iron Throne. That seems really implausible. Itamar, I don't know what you're thinking. Seems like a real long shot.
Yeah, it's a long shot because we're not even sure that he wants the job. I don't know. It's like,
Right.
It's like smithing stuff right now for the Brotherhood Without Banner. I don't know.
In the books. In the show, he's long gone, but we're...
The show is like in another dimension.
But we're bringing him back to where he is in the books, with the Brotherhood Without Banners.
Yeah. So we have to make him want it and believe the hype.
Okay, first of all, we have to tell him that he is the son of Robert Baratheon, right?
He's the natural born son of Robert Baratheon.
Because we have an advantage over all the other political advisors. We know everything.
We read the books.
So we know. Watch the show, so we know everything.
Mm-hmm.
So we know he's the son of Robert, even though the others don't. So we just come up to him and tell him, okay, you're Robert's son.
So he's with the Brotherhood Without Banners right now.
Okay, in the Riverlands.
In the Riverlands. And according to what we know, they're now following the Red God.
And Melisandre is on the way south, so she could meet him.
Yeah, we need to go to Gendry and tell him, you have to believe. You have to believe that you are special.
We can get Melisandre to tell him that he is Azor Ahai. She's basically sold out. She tells everybody who gives her the money, she tells him, you are Azor Ahai. So we'll give her some money, whatever, tell him he's Azor Ahai. Right. Or maybe we can convince her because he really believes in the Lord of Light, so it makes sense. And when he'll hear that from her, without tracing it back to us, okay. God has spoken. So this is a good way to get him to believe it.
We need to plant this idea in his mind.
Okay.
And let him, chew on him for a while.
Fester
a little bit, grow like cancer. And then maybe, if he's not totally convinced, there's a lot of options we can do.
Okay.
We can take like a rock and a sword.
Okay.
Rig it a little bit, put the sword inside the rock, and put like a lever that holds
like a lock
that holds the sword, and it's connected to a lever.
Okay.
And then some prophet or whatever comes to
that you pay to say
that
something.
come to the town and said, this is the light bringer, this is the sword, that chooses the leader. Whoever holds the sword, whoever takes the sword out of the rock is the chosen one.
Okay.
And so a lot of people will try, and then someone from the crowd.
But there's a lock.
And then we'll call Gendry, you would need to use it.
Okay.
And when he pulls it out, first we'll do like, we'll be sophisticated, and then
and then people in the crowd, you can pay like several people in the crowd say, Azor Ahai!
This is the guy the stories prophesied.
So we're playing him, not only playing the crowd. So now he believes in it. He is the chosen one.
We have to play him because we need to create an image of a reluctant leader.
And we have to create ambition in him because he doesn't have that ambition.
Yeah, he has to believe it. We need a moment in which he's like going up the podium and said, I don't want it, but I accept your nomination to be your king. Reluctantly. I don't want to do it.
Okay, so we got him to want it. There's a little bit support around him, but that's only like his base, right? like the Brotherhood Without Banners, that's his base, so he needs to cater to his base, but he needs to go to other demographics and enlarge his support. Because he needs popular support.
Exactly.
He's not supported by some house with knights and stuff like that.
That's why you need proper propaganda.
Propaganda.
Exactly.
Okay, so what kind of propaganda? How do we sell him to the public?
Okay, listen. I got an idea for you.
Okay.
Gendry needs to sell his image as King Robert, first of his name, only true living heir and son.
Okay, but the Brotherhood Without Banners, they fight the noble people, the noble castes, and they hate the lords and the knights and stuff like that, so that's gonna be a problem.
It's not a problem because the Brotherhood Without Banners, they say about themselves, we serve the true king. And when they say it, they mean Robert.
They say that
they mean Robert, but
right?
Robert symbolically, like they identified, as I understand it, as I did some research, they identify Robert, King Robert, as an institution. It's like the symbol of peace and stability.
Right.
And Gendry looks like Robert. He looks exactly like young Robert.
This makes sense because the popular image of Robert is of a good king that came after the Mad King, and when Robert died, everything went to shit, and there's a war, and everybody's fighting, and the lords are fighting for themselves. But he was a unifier,
and he's in the Brotherhood Without Banner, with Toes of Mir, whose speciality is resurrection. Before the Brotherhood, you know where he was?
Was in King's Landing?
He was in King's Landing, next to Robert, drinking and trying to proselytizing the Red God religion.
To get him to switch religions.
And now Source of Mir is again with Robert, so the circle is complete. Now we can finish what he wanted to do back then. Convert Robert, resurrect, and make him not only Azor Ahai reborn, but Robert Baratheon reborn. These are troubled times. We need a warrior king. We need someone like Robert.
Like young Robert.
Young Robert, powerful, brave, ruthless.
Right. So we have to erase the old Robert. It's like Jordan in the Washington Wizards. Nobody remembers that. Only young Robert.
Young Robert, even, just remind me, young Robert had a beard?
I'm not sure he had a beard. The old Robert.
The old Robert had a beard.
So do we get Gendry to?
That's a good question.
Wear a beard?
Maybe we need to check it with a focus group or something.
Okay. 1 second. Sorry, we don't usually do that, but sorry.
Call our guy there.
Okay. We'll have some answers in a few minutes. Sorry about that.
Okay.
So now his base, the Brotherhood Without Banners, they're like religious zealots, so they're crazy, all in with him, all in. It's not like maybe I'll betray him. No, this is like a godly person, like a divine, noble guy.
And that taps into these troubled times of insecurity and corruption and people dying because of the noblemen against thrones. We have like the perfect storm and the perfect candidate. Not only that he has king's blood, he has slumdog blood as well.
So he can appeal to both demos.
Both demos, exactly.
So, and also there's a precedent of a bastard king in the north. Right. So another bastard king, and he's more acceptable to the lords than the other people in the Brotherhood Without Banners. He can come to them and say, okay, I'm half low-born, but I'm also with you, Robert. Come on.
I have king's blood. Not this is the reason Melisandre wanted to burn me. I have king's blood.
Right. Okay. 1 second. Okay, that's from the focus group. Okay, hold. Okay, so he says that the men love him with a beard. They love him with a beard. 85% love him with a beard. But females, only 21% like him with a beard. Okay, so what do we do? So if we remove the beard, and for the females, hold on. Okay, so men still like him just as much without the beard, but he gets a 15% bump with the females without the beard.
Okay, so no beard?
So no beard, right? Okay, no beard. Okay, so we got Gendry to want it with the help of Thoros of Myr, Melisandre, and some tricks. We got him to believe it, others to believe it, and now he only has like his base is small, but he has like 110% support in his base,
Yeah.
and that's also like an army, right? So he bases his support on the small folk, but he can also kind of relate to the nobles.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good.
He needs to find common interests with a lot of noble houses. You cannot go away from that.
Right, he can take over the Riverlands. That he can.
Yeah.
The Riverlands is up for the grab right now.
And he has the power of the 99% at his disposal. Because now there are a lot of refugees from castles and from villages.
And the sparrow movement is a little
sparrow
bit gone,
movement,
so now
exactly.
people will be looking for some. Okay,
The resentment is still there. And
Right.
they're still flocking to the woods. They're still flocking, refugee
Okay,
camps.
so it wasn't that god; it was this god.
We can say, your champion, where was your god there when he blew up inside of his...
Right.
yeah, your god failed you. There's something you need
And
to tell
how
you.
did he die? By fire.
By
so
fire.
the Lord of Light killed him and
Exactly,
punished
exactly.
him. Okay.
You are the heretics.
Right. If you can get Sansa also on board some way, maybe offer marriage, a Baratheon Stark restoration.
You have the Arya connection there. She knows Gendry.
Right. They're
She
very
likes him.
close. Right. So she can be of service.
She can be of service. He can
She
hire
has some
her.
skills.
He can hire her to be his spy master, and assassin trainer. And like the Secret Service guys trainer. And she can train a lot of small kids. She knows the basic stuff.
So, what about Daenerys? She has like red priests and stuff like that. She comes from I don't know, like dragons, fire, Lord of Light. That makes sense. He believes in the Lord of Light, and she's saying she's into the small folk and the common man, and he's with the common man. So that could be a great marriage.
Yeah, but I don't think it's a good idea. Don't forget, his father usurped her father. He needs to use Daenerys as an outside threat to the kingdom and make himself the only one who can defend
But
it.
maybe we can package it with like carefully crafted messaging as a marriage that is what was will never be again, and the kingdom fell apart since those two great houses fought and clashed. Now they are together. Now a Targaryen Baratheon alliance marriage that I don't know, that can also work.
That could be an option, but I say we leave it on the table. But we need to have a plan B about Daenerys because she's dangerous.
One second. Let me write this down.
He needs to demonstrate his power, his newfound power.
Okay.
So he needs to take over some land, and it's possible because there's a vacuum now. There's no standing army to
He needs to go
fight
to
him.
Storm's End.
He needs
That's
to go
the
to
classic place to go.
And suicide on Storm, go all the way on Storm's End, take Storm's End.
His ancestral home.
Now he has a base, he has a castle, he has some cards, people know about him, he's starting to get the name recognition. So now he's a player to be considered.
Okay. So we have an army, we have a base, we have a castle, and we have some options of allies. We'll see how it goes and play it from there.
Yeah.
If we don't get Daenerys on our side, she has the Dornish and the Ironborn, some of them, and the Tyrells. Dragon and the Unsullied and the Dothraki. That's a lot of people. So we need to divide and conquer somehow.
Yeah, I think Daenerys is a problem, and her army is a problem as well. So we need some eyes over there.
Okay, how do you get that?
We have our own spy network, and we have small folks. They're unthreatening people. We can send there, like people from Westeros. Wow, we heard about you. We want to help you. They can infiltrate some of the boats, like Iron Island boat, Unsullied boat. They can sabotage a lot of stuff. Scare the horses if there are horses or something like that.
If you have like mixed boats with a few other people from different kingdoms, that's a great way to sow seeds of distrust.
Distrust. And don't forget, we have untapped gold mine.
Okay.
With the Ironborn of religious suspicion and resentment towards this new red god.
Okay, but we are red godders.
Yeah, but we can put some people there. They will talk with some all night. What is this deal with the red god? Come on, We have our own God.
Yeah.
You know,
Come
what do
on.
you want us to drown? We'll abandon
Right. Yara and Theon, they are working against the drowned God.
We will abandon the drowned God.
no.
He will drown us, you know.
Right.
And you know, some
And we
guy-
can go to the other guys who believe in the red God and say, there is only one true God. This
Exactly.
drowned God, what the fuck is that?
this is
What
the
the
enemy.
fuck is
Yeah,
that?
yes.
The enemy. How can you work with that?
And look at this Victorian / Yara and Theon. They're traitors to the religion, you know.
Right.
They could-
Victorian has this Makora guy on board.
a witch, you know. If there is a storm, we can immediately, our guy could say, you see, this is what happens when you mess with the gods. This is all her fault. She's a witch. And Yara and Theon / Victorian, they brought the disaster on us. They will be the downfall of the Iron Ball.
And you can go to the regular soldiers who are used to get loot and to rape and to get slaves when they are in battle. You can go to them and tell them, did you know that your queen has said that you will not get any loot, you will not rape, and you will not get any slaves, so why are you going to war with her?
They're gonna take our slaves! Come on, they're gonna take our slaves! It's part of our heritage, it's part of our culture, it's part of our history. This agitator, you know, she comes and wanna take our slaves.
College educated, yeah.
Daenerys' allies
Okay.
and the Daenerys cause alliance
Okay,
hangs on a thread and literally
okay.
floats on troubled waters.
I think they sail on these troubled waters. They don't
Sail on
float.
a troubled
Of course, first they have to float.
They
They have to
hanging by a thread, you know. She is allied with the Dorn, with the Dornish. She's allied with the Tyrell.
They don't like each other.
They don't like each
Okay,
other.
so
No,
we can
they
get-
have like ancient feud.
Right.
with
Okay,
each
so
other.
we can create some tension over there.
Okay,
Try.
And
Okay.
Dawn, you know, Dawn.
Divide and conquer. Okay.
Divide and conquer, exactly. We can go to Dawn. You trust this Dragon Queen? Come on. You fled the Valerians. Don't forget about that. You fled them.
Ah, from the Roina. Yeah.
And I'm a new king. You know, I'm like my father. You know, I'm like my father.
But they didn't like Robert, like because Robert was responsible for the death of Elia.
the sins of
and
my
the
father.
babies.
You know, I'm like my father in the way that
So how
I
can you-
reward even my enemies when they come to
So
my side.
how can you, the son of Robert, convince me, Prince Doran Martell of Dorne, to change alliances? I don't know.
I will give you what your heart desires.
An Xbox?
If you want that, yeah,
Okay.
we can work something out. But
Okay.
take Dawn. I will give
already
you.
have Dawn.
I will give you independence. I will have no demand.
So
I don't want.
I will be king of Dorne?
You will be king or prince of Dawn if you want to.
No, I want to be king.
You can be king of Dawn. There's no problem. You know, we can be friends. You will be your own kingdom. I will control my own kingdom. We can be friends. We can share. You know, I will
Commerce stuff,
Commerce.
yeah,
you have the
yeah,
you have the
fine.
ports.
That can work.
I can give you taxes for the ports. You know, and like commissions and tariffs and stuff like that. We can work something out. You can be
Okay, makes
independent kingdom, and we have no problem with we bury the hatchet. Take what you have. This queen, she wants to control you. This queen, she wants to make you part of her kingdom,
A vassal.
a vessel of her kingdom. I don't want that.
And she's crazy.
You have your own
And
culture.
you saw what happened the last time with the crazy Targaryens. Of course, Robert had stuff to do with it, but if the Mad King weren't mad, then Elia would still be alive and he'll have Dornish kings
Yeah.
ruling the kingdom.
What prevents her from giving birth to a son? And you know, like they say, every time a Targaryen is born, you flip a coin. It can have a 50% to be crazy.
Right. You
And
can't
you know,
trust
her
the
son or grandson, I don't know, reads the book and says, oh, Dawn is part of the kingdom. Dawn is ours, you know, I want to take it. I want to know, it's mine, it's mine, it's mine.
I think we're onto something. I don't know. I think it makes a lot of sense. So, this is it. We think we can make Gendry our king, one true king.
This could work. This could definitely work.
If you enjoyed this video, please click like. If you want to support our channel, we have a Patreon page. The link is in the description, or you can just go to patreon.com/GOT Academy. You can support us there, sponsor our channel.
Check out our
Cersei video.
and check our different channel as well.
First of all, the Cersei video advising Cersei. Then our other channel, Academized, right? We also have some shirts, cups, whatever. There's a link in the description. And subscribe to get all our off-season videos. Bye, everybody.